Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. In this video, I'll explain you how I scored 98.4% in class 12th. But before we get started, बस एक छोटी सी request. I would request you to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that I know you appreciate the efforts that I put in and so that I can put more hard work into my channel. So before we get started, get a notebook and a pen and let's get moving. The first point is NCERT enough? Well, like any topper, I would say make NCERT your Bible. But reference books, they also immensely play a huge role. Here's how you strike the balance. So NCERT is purely for keywords and memory. Firstly, keywords, because the answer key for CBSE boards is picked as it is from NCERT. It's purely NCERT language. So if you want to present the right language, NCERT must be your go-to book for all these subjects. Secondly, memory, because as many times you read NCERT, your mind would literally capture what passage or where the topic in that book was stated. So now you know how toppers state, अरे ये क्वेश्चन तो पेज नंबर 49 के लेफ्ट कॉलम फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ से आया था. Now reference books. These are very, very important, but do not require as much time and investment as NCERT does. They should be purely for checking your level of preparation. Once you're done with NCERT completely, go through the questions in your reference books. Don't look at the answers, just questions. If you know it, that's great. If not, it's time to get back to your NCERT. But here, you have to be true to yourself. Truly true to yourself. Even though I don't suggest you to look at the answers, since many reference books don't have NCERT languages in their answers, there are still some reference books that have the perfect NCERT language. If you want to know the names of those books, comment down below and I'll make a separate video regarding that if you want. Secondly, make notes. But not like notes. While reading NCERT, just write what you're reading. Just keep writing. If you feel like a word arouses some picture in your mind, draw it. Let it be a fun process. Write everything that topic reminds you of alongside. Let your creativity flow. Our minds are accustomed to remembering pictures and graphs better. You don't have to necessarily look back at these notes, because the whole process in itself would surely help you remember things a lot better than you usually do. But if you ever do look back at these notes, it's even better, because in this way you're making a concrete foundation of what you had once learned and the way you had learned it. Third is why you should start making to-do list on a paper. I can't stress enough on a to-do list, guys. Every time before you sit to study, know what all you have to do. It doesn't have to be a journal or like a bujo with all those pretty illustrations that we see in those YouTube videos. I mean, I legit use the backside of my current notebook, which you can see in this video, which is completely untidy, but it's my way and I urge you to also find yours. These to-do lists firstly keep you organized, but also create a sense of pressure if you have a lot of work to do. And along with that, a sense of achievement when you see all your tasks being crossed out, when you actually perpetrate them. Our minds are really in need of this sense of pressure and reward the whole process again and again. So this is what I would suggest you. Make a to-do list on a paper. Punish yourself if you're not completing that to-do list. Not in a very hard way. What I'm saying is your mind will already feel the sense of pressure when you see that your to-do list are not being completed, your tasks on the to-do list are not being crossed out. That sense of pressure is already a punishment for you. It's a soft punishment. And definitely when you see your task being crossed out on your to-do list, it's a sense of achievement. And this is what you need. Fourth, use the net. If you're devoid of inspiration and feel low during these times, which is quite normal, look for inspiration on the net. Go on the net and read about how people have actually made it to their dream colleges. Listen to their stories or read them. Learn from their mistakes and act upon yours. Honestly, studying can be a tiring process, but it's the only way out. If you ask what helped me, it was a quote from Allen Iverson. I hope it's a boon for you as well. It says, when you're not practicing, someone else is getting better. And honestly, I swore by this and a lot of other things as my dose of motivation every now and then. Well, guys, this was the part 1 of this series of my tips. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for part 2 and more such videos. Honestly, this is the dose of motivation I require from you guys to keep my channel going. Your response on this video would determine the fate of this series, guys. So keep the love, comments, likes coming. Much love to you all. Stay on your grind. It will definitely pay off one day.